People who vanished without a trace. 1. In 1988, Tara Calico vanished without a trace. The 19-year-old left her home for her usual daily bike ride and never returned. Just before leaving, she playfully told her mother to come looking for her if she didn't return. A Polaroid photo found a year later in Florida, showing a girl resembling Tara bound and gagged raised hopes, but did not lead to her discovery. 2. Surveillance footage from April 2006 shows Brian Shaffer entering the Ugly Tuna Saloona bar in Columbus, Ohio, with 2 friends. In a later clip, he is seen talking to 2 women outside the bar around 2 a.m. After leaving the camera's view, he mysteriously disappeared and was never seen again, despite extensive searches and investigations. 3. Polly Melton disappeared while hiking with friends in the Great Smoky Mountains on September 25, 1981. After walking slowly and then suddenly speeding up, she vanished over a hill. Despite a massive search, no signs of her were found, and officials suggested she left the park in a vehicle of her own accord. She has never been found. 4. Jennifer Kesser disappeared on January 24, 2006, in Central Florida. She was last seen leaving work on January 23 at 6 p.m. and spoke with her father and boyfriend later that evening. The next morning, her parents found her apartment in order, but her car missing. Her car was found a mile away a few days later, with security footage showing an unidentified person parking it. Despite investigations, her disappearance remains unsolved. 5. In 2003, 2 individuals managed to steal a Boeing 727 from Luanda International Airport in Angola. They then took off in the aircraft, which led to a massive international search by various intelligence agencies. However, both the plane and the men who stole it disappeared without a trace, leaving aviation experts and authorities baffled. 6. On June 13, 2001, Jason Jokowski disappeared while walking to Benson High School to meet a co-worker for a ride to work. He was last seen at 10:45 a.m. helping his brother with trash cans. His co-worker called his house an hour later, reporting that he hadn't arrived. CCTV footage at the school showed no sign of him. No activity was detected on his bank account or phone. No suspects have been identified, and his disappearance remains a mystery. 7. This is the last known image of Sunshine Wood before she disappeared in February 2004 in Manitoba, Canada. She was last seen at 11:45 p.m. outside the St. Regis Hotel on 285 Smith Street. Security footage shows her smiling and holding the door for a man. She has not been seen since, and her disappearance remains unsolved.
Leah Roberts, 23, disappeared on March 23, 2000, after leaving a Bellingham, Washington restaurant. She had driven there from Durham, North Carolina over 4 days. On March 18th, her vehicle was found wrecked and abandoned at the base of a hill in the North Cascades National Park. Evidence of tampering with the car's starter motor suggests the crash may have been deliberate. Leah remains missing and her case is unsolved. Marvin Clark, the oldest active missing person in the U.S., disappeared on October 30, 1926, after leaving his home in Tigard, Oregon, to meet his daughter in Portland. Witnesses reported seeing him at a bus terminal in Portland that day, but his family never heard from him again, and his disappearance remains unsolved. In 2006, Stephanie Stewart, a 70-year-old fire lookout, vanished without a trace from her secluded post near Hinton, Alberta. The only evidence left behind was a small amount of blood on the porch of her cabin. Despite extensive searches over the past 17 years, no further signs of her whereabouts have been discovered. These cases of mysterious disappearances remain unsolved, leaving behind questions and anguish for the families and communities affected. Each story reflects unique circumstances and a lack of closure that keeps the memory of the missing individuals alive in the collective consciousness. The search for answers continues, driven by advances in technology and the hope that one day the mysteries will be solved.